Within the last hour, Jeremy Corbyn has written to the Prime Minister to tell her that talks to find a compromise agreement for leaving the European Union have gone as far as they can. He blames the splits within the government, saying in the letter the increasing weakness and instability of your government means there cannot be confidence in securing whatever might be agreed between us. As I said when we met on Tuesday evening, there's been growing concern both in the shadow cabinet and Parliamentary Labour Party about the government's ability to deliver on any compromise agreement. Well, our political correspondent Jonathan Blake is at Westminster. We knew this was coming, but it's an important day, Jonathan.
Certainly is. No more life in that tortuous at times process of talks between the government and Labour that's been going on for 6 weeks or so now, in an attempt to try to find a compromise that both sides could be happy with and both sides could sell to their parties in order to win a vote in the House of Commons. But although, as you say there, and as Mr Corbyn acknowledges in this letter to the Prime Minister, there were significant areas of agreement between the Tories and Labour on the detail of the policy, it was perhaps the political reality that stopped the two sides being able to do a deal that they would be able to bring their parties on board with, not least because on the Labour side there are many Labour MPs who would like to see a confirmatory vote, another referendum, as part of any deal with the government, and deep uneasiness as well among Labour MPs about doing a deal with the Tories when they may well end up with a new leader in just a few months' time who could rip the whole thing up and start again. And then on the Conservative side, you had deep uneasiness about even talking to Labour and potentially doing a deal. And on the issue of a customs union with the European Union, a key Labour demand, well, we saw just last week how many Conservative MPs would regard that as a step too far. So it is Jeremy Corbyn who's taken the step and pulled the plug on these talks and said that they've gone as far as they can. He ends the letter by saying that he will look constructively at any proposals the government brings forward to try to break the Brexit deadlock and to try to get something through the House of Commons, but then goes on to say that without significant changes, Labour will continue to oppose the Prime Minister's deal. So it's effectively Jeremy Corbyn saying, your move now, Theresa May, but we're done with this process.
Well, and it's not clear that it really is her move, is it? Because, you know, that is my next question to you, Jonathan. We've got a Tory leadership campaign in the offing.
Yes, it's been underway unofficially for weeks now, with Theresa May's position increasingly precarious in Downing Street. But with her confirmation yesterday that after Parliament will get another vote on her Brexit deal in the first full week of June, she will then set a timetable for her departure, which if she loses that vote, I think we can expect to kick in pretty much immediately. But runners and riders now throwing their hat into the ring thick and fast and jostling for position to win not only the admiration and support and votes of Conservative MPs in the first instance, but then the wider grassroots Tory membership across the UK who will select the final winner. And we've got three of those contenders out and about, officially confirming that they are in the contest. Boris Johnson, the former Foreign Secretary, confirming yesterday that absolutely he will have a shot at the job which he has fancied for so long. And then you have a couple of other hats in the ring. Esther McVey, the Work and Pensions Secretary, has said that she would like to have a shot at being Prime Minister. And a relative newcomer to the Cabinet, Rory Stewart, the new International Development Secretary, has been casting for support as well. So in addition to those three, there are several other familiar names and faces in the Cabinet who may or may not officially at some point be a part of this contest. But all of them, it has to be said, with leadership ambitions. You've got the Environment Secretary Michael Gove, Leader of the House Andrea Leadsom on that list as well, the Health Secretary Matt Hancock, Penny Mordaunt, the new Defence Secretary, Sajid Javid, the Home Secretary, and the Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt as well. So the list goes on, and it's a very long one at this stage, but over the next few weeks and months it will be whittled down to two by Conservative MPs, and then, as I say, the wider Tory membership across the UK will select their new leader, and with that, the country's new Prime Minister.
Jonathan, thank you.